NASA, in its infancy, was met with a daunting task: surpassing the Soviet Union in the space race. The stakes were high, and the world was watching. One of the most notable early failures was the launch of the Vanguard TV-3 in December of 1957. The world watched with bated breath as the rocket, carrying the United States' hopes of satellite supremacy, lifted off from the launch pad, only to falter a few seconds later. The rocket's engines failed, causing it to fall back to Earth in a spectacular explosion. The echo of the explosion reverberated across the world as a stark reminder of the perils of space exploration. Such setbacks were not uncommon in the early days. Each failure, each botched launch, and each unsuccessful mission added another layer of pressure on the young organization. The world was watching, and the expectations were high. The weight of the nation's hopes and dreams rested on the shoulders of the scientists, engineers, and astronauts of NASA. But within these failures lay the seeds of determination, resilience, and tenacity. Every setback was a lesson learned, every misstep a chance to reassess and improve. The failures were not seen as the end, but rather stepping stones on the path to success. The pressure, instead of crushing them, forged them into a team that was bent on success. The failed launch of Vanguard TV-3 was a sobering moment, but it also served as a catalyst. It galvanized the team, fueling their determination to not just match but surpass the Soviet Union in the space race. It was a moment of reckoning, a moment that defined the spirit of NASA, a spirit of relentless pursuit of knowledge, of pushing the boundaries of human capabilities, and of turning dreams into reality. These early setbacks, while disheartening, were merely stepping stones for NASA. The real victory was just around the corner. In the face of adversity, NASA rose to the challenge. The agency's determination was about to pay off in a big way. Just 6 years after its inception, NASA was ready to launch the Apollo 1 mission in 1961. It was a monumental moment, a testament to the tireless efforts of countless engineers, scientists, and astronauts. It was the dawn of a new era, one where humans were ready to extend their reach beyond the confines of Earth. The Apollo 1 mission was a success. It not only proved that it was possible for humans to travel to space, but it also set the stage for more ambitious missions. But with every triumph comes a measure of tragedy. And for NASA, the tragedy came in the form of the Apollo 1 fire in 1967. The loss of the Apollo 1 crew was a devastating blow to the agency. It was a time of mourning, of reflection, and of resolve. The fire was a harsh reminder that space travel was fraught with danger, that every mission carried with it a significant risk. Yet, it was this very tragedy that shaped NASA's approach to space exploration. The agency learned from its mistakes. It took the necessary steps to ensure the safety of its astronauts. It became more than just an organization aiming for the stars. It became a symbol of resilience. It was a testament to the human spirit and the lengths to which we would go in the pursuit of knowledge and exploration. The Apollo 1 fire was a turning point for NASA. It marked a shift in perspective, a realization that safety must be paramount. The lessons learned from this tragic event continue to guide NASA's missions even today. It's a reminder that with every step we take towards the stars, we carry with us the memories of those who made the ultimate sacrifice. With triumph came tragedy, but through it all, NASA remained resolute. The space race was far from over. The year was 1969. The world held its breath as NASA prepared to make history. In the heat of the space race, a monumental event was on the horizon. The Apollo 11 mission, an ambitious endeavor that aimed to accomplish a dream as old as humanity itself, setting foot on the moon. Astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, were chosen to carry out this mission, a task that carried the hopes and dreams of an entire nation. Months of intense training and preparation led to the fateful day of July 20, 1969. As millions watched from their television screens, the Eagle lunar module descended onto the lunar surface. The tension was palpable, the anticipation, electric. And then, the moment that would forever be etched in the annals of history arrived. Neil Armstrong in his bulky spacesuit descended the ladder and planted his foot on the moon's dusty surface. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. These words, spoken by Armstrong, resonated around the globe, encapsulating the magnitude of the achievement. For the first time, a human being had set foot on a celestial body other than Earth. Buzz Aldrin soon joined him, and together they explored the lunar landscape, leaving behind an American flag as a symbol of their incredible journey. The significance of this achievement cannot be overstated. In the context of the space race, it was the ultimate victory. The United States had achieved what many thought was impossible, beating their Soviet counterparts in the race to the moon. But beyond the space race, the moon landing represented a triumph of human ingenuity and determination. It showed the world what could be achieved when we push the boundaries of what is possible. It inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers, igniting a passion for space exploration that still burns brightly today. With one small step, NASA had won the space race, but the journey was far from over. The moon landing was not the end, but rather the beginning of an era of exploration that continues to this day, as we reach for the stars and beyond. The space race may have ended, but its impact on NASA and the world at large is still felt today. This intense period of competition led to a surge of technological advancements that have shaped our modern world. From the miniaturization of electronics, which gave rise to the personal computer, to the development of satellite communication, the space race accelerated technological progress at a pace never seen before. These advancements weren't confined to the walls of NASA either. They spilled over, influencing various sectors from healthcare to transportation, and even the food industry. But let's narrow our focus back to NASA. The technological leaps of the space race era didn't just fade away. They provided the foundation for NASA's current missions and continue to influence its trajectory. For instance, the Saturn V rocket, which propelled Apollo missions to the moon, laid the groundwork for the Space Launch System, or SLS, which NASA is developing to take humans back to the moon, and ultimately, to Mars. Moreover, the space race instilled an enduring spirit of exploration in NASA. The agency's ongoing commitment to pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and capability is a direct legacy of those early days. Today, NASA continues to explore the unknown, not in a bid to outdo an adversary, but to expand our understanding of the universe and our place in it. Projects like the Mars rover missions, the James Webb Space Telescope, and the Artemis program to return humans to the moon, all carry the torch lit during the space race. They are testament to the fact that the pressure and competition of the space race didn't just spark a short-lived flurry of activity. Instead, they ignited a long-burning flame of curiosity, innovation, and exploration. The space race may be a thing of the past, but its legacy lives on. The pressure and competition of those early days shaped NASA into the pioneering agency we see today. So, when you look up at the night sky, remember that the stars aren't just distant celestial bodies. They're a reminder of our past, a guide for our present, and a beacon for our future. In the grand scheme of things, the space race was a brief moment in history, yet its impact is immeasurable. Reflecting back, we've journeyed through the birth of the space race, a period of intense competition and innovation. We've navigated the first hurdles, the triumphs and the tragedies, and ultimately, the unprecedented achievement of the moon landing. Each of these milestones played a pivotal role in shaping the early days of NASA. The pressure cooker environment of the space race forced NASA to push boundaries, to innovate, and to overcome the seemingly impossible. It was this high-stakes competition that propelled humanity into a new era, an era of space exploration. As we look to the stars, we're reminded of the legacy of the space race. It's a legacy that continues to inspire, to drive us forward, and to remind us of what we can achieve. The space race was a testament to human ambition, a symbol of our endless pursuit of knowledge, and a reminder that even the sky isn't the limit when it comes to human potential.